What's going on, people? Back with a bang. This is the Money Management, back here to bring you guys a nice recap of today in the stock market. And there's only one place to start. As you guys know, Facebook was down, WhatsApp was down, Instagram was down, LinkedIn was down for a second, Twitter was down for a second. And so, yeah, we're going to start off with Facebook, because Facebook sold off heavily today. And if you had bought puts on this, it would have paid you so nicely. Look at the drop from Friday to today, from 340, 344, all the way down to 323, 322 at one point. And it was honestly a horrible day for a lot of the social media stocks. I mean, if you look at Twitter as well, same thing, down 5% on the day. Just horrible day. You know, after hours, a few of these social media stocks are actually up, but they all went through the same kind of thing today. You know, dropped down heavily during today. 5.7% Pinterest, which has just been tanking, you know, over the past month, just tanking, absolutely tanking. It's ridiculous. And same with Snapchat. I don't think Snapchat was actually down today, but social media stocks were down, so Snap was also down. So Snap puts would have paid as well. Puts on all of these social media stocks would have paid today. And you could have expected that, because a lot of these stocks move together. I mean, Facebook doesn't necessarily move with, you know, stocks like Twitter, Snapchat, Pinterest, but Facebook, obviously, as you guys know, you saw a little bit of the scandal about, you know, people's data being hacked and sold and all that kind of stuff, and Mark Zuckerberg losing billions in within half an hour or so. So yeah, all of that happened. And another stock that had an interesting day was Tesla, which rallied up to highs of about 806 this morning before it sold off back towards the 780 range. It was under 780 briefly as well. I think this is one that has potential to go back up to $800 soon enough this week. I did have it in my watch list if you watched yesterday's video, and I also put it in the watch list in the Discord saying I want to see it at $800 this week, and I expect to see it at $800 this week. I didn't expect to see it right after, you know, half an hour into market open, but it was really nice to see Tesla hit that $805 mark, obviously before it sold off. But for those who got Tesla calls, I hope you cashed out on time. Now, there's a couple other stocks I just want to look at before we break off here. First one is going to be ATER, and this is one which had a horrible day, and it's still bleeding. Now, I did mention in a video a couple days ago that I was looking at the call options for October 15th, but it might just be put city with this one, because it's just been bleeding and it's been bleeding and it's continued to bleed. If it doesn't find some kind of support anytime soon, then it's going to continue to bleed. Yes, it may pop off anytime soon, but at this point in time, it's just selling off. So look out for maybe the puts on that one. And Wish is another one I want to look at, because I mentioned this one in my video yesterday as well. It's one that could pop off anytime, but it's sort of heavily today. Almost 10% on the day, and it's just been getting crushed recently. Down 20% in the past week, down 35% in the past month. In the past 3 months, down 60%. Wish is getting crushed. And I know I said just a couple of stocks, but I still want to look at a couple more. PROG first. This had a horrible day because of a share offering announced. So it shot up to highs of 18%. It was at $2.12 before selling off all the way down to 140 and ending the day around 140. But this one has a little bit of potential, because everyone knows now that it's been beaten up, and we have now got the option to buy the call options for a lot cheaper, which is what we like with these kind of stocks. You know, it's one of the tactics I've told you guys about before, those oversold stocks or those stocks that tank heavily, and then you start looking at the call options at the right time because they get bought up very quickly. So PROG is one to look at. We might as well go over CEI as well. CEI sold off heavily today, and it's selling off even more after hours, back under the $3 range. I think this is one that's going to go, you know, to the low twos. We will see, obviously. You know, everyone can have their own opinion. Doesn't matter what I say, but CEI sold off last week. Everyone was saying it's going to hit $5. It did hit $5 briefly, but now it's back at $3. So just keep your eyes out on that one. See, it's under $3 right now. I think it's going to continue to sell off tomorrow. And then lastly, let's go with FAMI. This had a decent day, even though it started off a lot better than it ended. You know, it went up to 41 cents, a little bit more, was up 15%, and it still finished the day green, but from the highs of today, similar to Tesla, it ended up selling off towards the rest of the day, but still finished green, which is always nice to see. Also, I did forget to mention that CEI now has options trading on it. So this is expected to kind of make the stock rally, which it did at the beginning of the day, to what, 365, 370, I believe, and then it sold off. So what was the high of today? High of today was 365, okay. But yeah, you can now trade CEI options. But that's not for me yet. We'll have a look at it when it finally consolidates and starts uptrending again. And then lastly, I wanted to look at a cryptocurrency because you guys may have heard about Shiba Inu, up 62% on the day. I believe Elon Musk also tweeted about it. You guys must have heard about this at some point today. It's still, how much is it? I don't even know, like how much. It's nowhere near 1 cent. So if you're looking at this at the price of 0.00001319, just know that it's nowhere near 1 cent. If this was ever to hit 1 cent, that would be amazing for any of us who are in Shiba. I'm in Shiba, as many of you guys know. If you're in the Discord, you know that. But I don't know how long it's going to be before it gets back up at these levels that it was at the levels it was up in May, I think middle of May. Yeah, 10th of May. I remember it very well. A lot of people bought at the highs and it's sold off since then. But today it's up nicely, up 60%. Past 7 days, of course, it's up. If you bought in a week ago and you put in some money on this, you definitely would have doubled your money by now, which is pretty cool. That's the thing with cryptocurrencies. And I like that there's still, some meme coins rolling around, some stocks, some coins which are getting pumped, because that's always interesting to see people make a lot of money off them. If you see on social media, you would have seen people make crazy money off stuff like Shiba. All it takes is an Elon Musk tweet or maybe a celebrity saying, "Oh, I'm buying 100 million Shiba," or something like that. Well, if it's a celebrity, they'll probably say, "I'm buying 500 billion Shiba." I like Shiba as just a speculative investment. Let's say, let's not take it too seriously. Personally, I don't take it too seriously. I don't look at it as a big Bitcoin or an Ethereum or anything like that. But you can see, as I mentioned, that Shiba has had a very, very good day. It's now a lot lower than the highs. It reached highs, I think it actually doubled, or might have even more than doubled today before selling off again. And if we can get more people involved in this and more people speaking about it on social media, tweeting about it, who knows where it could go. Remember what happened with Dogecoin? I know it's a very different situation, but remember what happened with Dogecoin. It took a few Elon Musk tweets, it took a few, Snoop Dogg and who else? I know there were some singers and stuff involved saying this and that about Dogecoin. And of course, we had the Saturday Night Live back in May. All those kind of things fueled Dogecoin to crazy highs. So I'm not saying Shiba will be a Dogecoin, but any similar stuff like that could fuel Shiba to crazy highs as well. Maybe it won't reach a cent, maybe it won't even reach half a cent. But this is the power of the internet. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hope you guys are not too down about social media being down. Make sure you guys take some time to get out, go out and about, have a look at what you can do with your life when social media is down. It's not all about staying on your phone on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on Instagram, even on Twitter or LinkedIn or wherever. But that is it from me today. Make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, hit the beautiful red button, and also make sure you guys comment, drop some comments. We've been a bit lacking with the comments recently, but it would definitely be appreciated if you guys could drop some comments. And hopefully see you guys next time for the next video. Peace.
Game over.